All right, sumo fans. Here we are with Onosato. He is Maegashira 5 this tournament, 6-1 record at the moment, so one behind Takerufuji, and his opponent today is Tamawashi. Here he is against suffering his one loss to Onosato yesterday. But let's see if he can bounce back here today, get a win, and one step closer to Kachikoshi. Tamawashi, the Maegashira 7, of course, the Iron Man, and he is not having a good first week, 2-5, so he really is going to have to work to get that Kachikoshi. He at least wants to get 5 or 6 wins just to make sure he doesn't really go down the Bansuke in May. And Onosato, of course, hair still not quite long enough for the top knot, but it's getting there. It's getting there. Kimbozan in the previous match did get a win over Midorifuji, so he's now 2-6. Midorifuji is 3-5 with the loss. Some other winners and losers from today. Koto Shoho went to 3-5 by beating Onosato. Sadanoumi went to 6-2, so he's having a very good tournament so far. He beat Hokuto Fuji, who's now 1-7. The Maegashira 9, one step away from a Makekoshi, a losing record. Mitakeumi, the former Ozeki, went to 6-2, also having a great first week at plus, and he beat Nishiki Fuji. Dayamami beat Shodai. Shodai is now 4-4. Dayamami with that win is also 4-4. Another longtime veteran of the top division, Endo, is in trouble. He lost again today. He's now 2-6. He lost to Ichi Yamamoto, who's 4-4. Down in Juryo, another longtime veteran, Aoyama, lost today to Daishoho. Aoyama's at Juryo 11, and he's at 2-6. So if he doesn't get some wins, he could be demoted to the third tier division, and that might be finally the straw that breaks the camel's back, as it were, and he might say, okay, I have to retire now. But he's still trying his best down there in Juryo. Okay, after this, we'll jump up to Abi versus Ura and into our Sanyaku matches.
十分見せています。緊張してます。そうです。そうですか。これはもう構いなく大野里下がらない。大野里7勝目。玉鷲ののど輪にも全く下がりませんでした。まあ右手が命綱でね、良かったですよね。まあちょっと拍手をしましょうかね。スローはでちょっと。
What happened to Tamawashi? There he is. All right, so he maintains his one-loss record, his place on the leaderboard, one behind Takerufuji. I think everybody wants to see an Onosato versus Takerufuji match, and that could very well happen. Onosato is a Maegashira 5 compared to Takerufuji's Maegashira 17, but I think I already told you in the other video that Takerufuji is going to be taken up to fight Abi tomorrow. And Onosato is also going to have to fight a Sekewake, a Sanyaku ranked foe, and a Sekewake Wakamoto Haru. So both men are going to get tested now that they've gotten, Kachikoshi are very close to it. Onosato still has to win one more. Tamawashi, like Endo and some of the other veterans that we've been talking about, struggling at 2-6, but of course he's much higher ranked at Maegashira 7. He can afford to, have a bad tournament and still stay in the top division. The main thing Tamawashi never does, and what he's famous for, is he never pulls out of a tournament. He hasn't pulled out and had an injury day or a day off in the entire time he's been a professional rikishi. So, just Iron Man in that sense. But, the day will come. He's what, 39 going on 40, I think. So when's his birthday? November, yeah. So in November he'll turn 40. So, you know, it's going to have to happen sooner or later for him. But we love watching him. So come on, Tamawashi. Okay, come on back. More sumo to come.